Twitty in the city.
Aloha.
You see the shirt. Speaking of, either below or in the bio somewhere, there's a link for merch. If you want to get yours, appreciate all the people getting the merch. Also, when you get it and you post on social, tag us. I like seeing what you bought. I see a lot of people, THC, they're really vibing with the hoodie and the gray shirt.
I knew that was going to go too.
I haven't seen anybody with whoever gets the Costco shirt. Can you please send us a photo? I just want to see what it looks like in person. But this is Twitty in the city. I'm the Twitty. That is THC, the Hawaiian comedian. As he always says, hit the like, hit the follow, hit that subscribe button.
Don't forget to comment.
Because you can then catch him live. You get notifications about it. That's right. THC is doing the lives. I might get invited to some of these, but I think that's his time to shine. You know, he does this thing where it's grilling and working in the garage, so you get to see him in action.
Or getting videos taken down.
Yeah, videos getting taken down because your neighbor wanted to play a song. I'm not going to say that because I don't want this video to get.
All right.
But we're not there yet. Speaking of not there yet, I saw a kid with my all-time classic transportation vehicle the other day. I didn't think they still made these.
Ultimate transportation vehicle.
Yes, this was like my growing up. I had this thing to get around more than I did my 2 feet or a bicycle.
More than that. What was it, a scooter?
Do you recall, not just scooter, a Razor scooter?
Well, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I didn't think that, bro, I'm talking the classic all silver. The brake is on the back of the wheel. It had the 2 points of contact to fold it down. Like that old school of a Razor scooter.
I might be old man here. I might be. But like when I was growing up, we had the scooters that looked like had the regular handlebars. It had the regular handlebars like a bike.
Yes.
It had little blow up tires like that. Then we went to the Razors. My kids were the Razor scooter ones. Like my oldest, Devin, 31 years old.
Yep.
He is a Razor scooter expert. Like he can do that, that jump in the air, spin around,
spin it full.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I felt, I'm grown. I didn't need it, but I just felt the need to want to like take it. I was like, you don't even know what to do with that thing, man. Like like I was impressed that it wasn't like the newer Razor with the brakes or had a like it was the class. You got to put your foot on the back.
That little clip and it went over the tire.
Yeah, and it makes that little to brake. Oh, it took me back. So I wanted to know, because I feel like there was 5 categories of transportation as a kid growing up, and in your circle.
Five.
I think there's 5. Other than your feet. You either was...
That's not a category?
No, I'm saying like that's one of them.
Okay, that's one.
Yeah,
okay.
You had your feet.
Okay.
You had a bicycle.
Okay.
You had the Razor.
Okay.
You had the rollerblades, or you had a skateboard. When it came to like in the neighborhood, you told mom, peace out, I'm going to such and so house. I always pulled up on the Razor scooter. That was my neighborhood thing to go around
I had roller skates that looked like tennis shoes.
So the Hilly?
No, bro. Like, these were roller skates. They just look like tennis. You got to remember, I grew up in the 80s. So
right.
Like,
that's why I'm asking. I'm trying to understand.
No, we didn't have no rollerblades. Rollerblades was new. Like, that was something that came out. It was an old school movie called Solar Babies or something that came out in like 86.
Yeah.
And they had rollerblades, but most people rode roller skates. So we didn't have a rollerblade option. We had roller skates.
Gotcha.
The scooter, it was a different type of scooter. It wasn't a Razor scooter. It was a scooter that had like regular size handlebars that you would find on a bike.
I wish I had that size.
And it had brakes on the end, but it had tires that you put air in.
See, why did you get that? Why did they down? I feel like that's a downgrade.
Because they were trying to make it more compact. They were trying to make it easier to carry. They were trying to make it. Ours was big. Like we had big stuff. Like
I would have taken a big industrial scooter. Granted, I did like my little compact one because I could go over a buddy's house and just fold that thing up and take it in the house.
I feel like riding a Razor scooter, I was pedaling more than I was on my old school scooter.
Oh, probably. Your tires were bigger. And you actually had handlebars.
Oh, yeah. It was like 2 or 3 pushes and you went like 4 blocks.
No, the Razor scooter, you definitely had to do some work with it. But
especially
it was
when
just
you hit
nice.
a little hill. Like just going up the curb, you just lost all kind of momentum.
Oh, if you hit a rock. See, that's why the Razor scooter was my ride or die. But there were so many scars and so many scrapes of the knees I got between that and rollerblades. Because any rock that you hit, you was done.
That's e-brake. That's e-brake.
There was no going over that rock.
That's
you had
what it was
to
like.
dodge or jump over it.
That's what it was like on a skateboard. Skateboard, same thing. Like, especially.
I was terrified of a skateboard. I had one and I fell one time and I said never again.
If I rode on my knees and I would pedal with my hands, I would always get scared that sometimes because one of my fingers would accidentally go up underneath one of the wheels.
Yep.
And you get that little bump, or the skateboard would stop and they would use your finger as like a little chalk block, and you would just
yeah, no. But I think everybody in my circle, we were kind of well rounded. We had a few bikers, we had a few skateboarders, we had a few. You always had somebody that had a little bit of something. But I was a razor kid, ride or die. I had to be. Now, if I was going like across the street and deep into a neighborhood, I had to get on the bike. That scooter was meant for like around the corners, cul-de-sacs only type moves. I wasn't going to travel 30 minutes on that razor.
My number one was my bike. I had more miles on my bicycle than my dad had on his car.
See, I would have thought you would have been a skateboard person because you now longboard.
I longboard. I skateboarded too back then, but like
the bike was
I was able to do a lot more distance.
Yes, the bike
than I could on a skateboard.
Yes.
Skateboard, you limited. Like you cool up to a certain point, then you're just like. That's why you see a lot of people like some people are like, why is he walking with a skateboard? I'm gonna tell you why he's walking with it. He's already on mile 7.
He's gassed.
Yeah, he's gassed out right now. But you can be on mile 7 on your bike and still be like, I'm good.
Yep. Were you a no hands riding biker?
Oh, everything. I was BMX. I rode BMX. Yeah, I had Diamondbacks. I had GT Performers. I had Dynos. I had Dynas. I had the CW handlebars. Like my old school. Like I rode bikes. Like I rode bikes.
Gotcha.
And I rode skateboards. Like I like skateboards too, but not. I wasn't one of them dudes that was ollieing and stuff. Like I could just ride my board.
Yeah, got you. No, I had a couple of friends that it was a little embarrassing that I felt like they got further than I did on a bike with a skateboard.
What do you mean?
Like going downhill, I had them beat. But most of the times, some of my friends that were on skateboards were like out pushing and pedaling me sometimes just with the momentum they had because that's how confident they was on their skateboards. Like they were like, oh, yeah, we're going to go 6 blocks. I'll beat you there. Till
you both reached the hill, right?
Oh, then it was done.
Then it was donezo. Yeah,
then it was donezo. Then they wanted to try to tug on the back of me to get them to ride up. And it's like, nah, bro, you on your own.
Or they try to pick it up and I'm going to run it up the side. Yeah. Keep running. Keep running.
You catch them mid-stride when they got the board way ahead. They get off.
All I got to do is go to like a higher gear or a lower gear on my shift over. And, and I'm going up that hill easy.
But yeah, I saw that razor. And because nowadays, everything's electric for kids. And I felt like back then, having manual wheels also taught you a lot. Because for one, with a bike or with a scooter, if something broke, you had to figure out how to get that thing back running to get back home on time. Because the street light, there was no. Did you ever have that parent that there was no excuse as to why you was late?
None.
You could have walked into the house with the chain broke off the bike.
Both of my parents.
And they're still like street light.
Yep.
And it's like the chain is no longer connected.
But you ain't never have you never went down the street with a bike where the chain was broke, but you still just rolled because you had 2 wheels?
Yeah.
So and you just pedaling with your feet like Fred Flintstone?
Always.
Going down. That's 100%.
But I feel like during that time, that's where we learn fight or flight.
Yeah, but that's gone. That's gone.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like manual bikes and 2-wheel transportation, same thing, like rollerblades. Having to use some rando screw that you found on the side of the road to put in your extra wheel. I
tell you, I don't know. If somebody in the comments wants to test me and wants to put me up to this and test out what I'm saying, I'm not sure on the statistics, but today's kids, and then when they're getting out of there, fewer of them now. A lot of them now, like fewer kids today are getting their driver's license.
Ooh.
That's what's happening right now. So when you talk about transportation, transportation is on your phone.
Yeah.
You need to go somewhere, grab an Uber. Grab a thing. It's so convenient now to do that. That was the difference, was the convenience of it. Now the convenience of it today is that most kids, they don't have to go get a driver's license. Why not? They can open up their phone, boom, they got a ride to the store, they got a ride to their friend's house. My kids with their friends used to come over. I don't know how many of their friends came over getting dropped off by Uber. Either Uber or what's the other one?
You have Lyft, you have Uber, and those are the big 2. But yeah, and for us to travel, 2 wheels. That mom wasn't. If mom was dropping me off, it was because it was en route to where she
was on her way to someplace, and she was. I can drop you off on my way there.
But yeah, she was leaving at 1 p.m. and I want to go to my friends at 3. It was like, well, you better figure a way.
Your bike, your skateboard, your scooter. That was your ride or die right there. And you didn't have a cell phone to call somebody when something broke.
That's what I'm saying. When it broke, when you broke down, you broke down.
You broke down. It was done.
You had that look left, look right. And we got to figure it out.
Yeah, you can't. Where you gonna go? We didn't have Walmarts and things that were open like that.
Well,
you did. I didn't.
Yeah, but even then, I just remember what I left with didn't matter how it came back. It had to come back.
I couldn't
leave that bike somewhere and call and tell my mom or dad, "Where's your bike?" Well, it had a flat. You don't know how to fix flat. You couldn't just roll it back here. So it was like, I got to figure all this out and still be home by a certain time. Yep. Like it was crunch time back then, dog.
Oh, bro, we was stressed out. Like we was stressed out at 9.
Dog, it was crazy.
9 years old, we was stressed out. We was holding adult stress at 9 years old. We was tripping out. I'm gonna be late. I'm already in trouble.
Right.
Like, how many times have you told yourself and you already knew you was in trouble before you even got to the house? You just like, I already know it's coming. Like,
you just accept it. You just had to accept all of it. I used to, when I knew I was gonna get in trouble, whether it was my bike or whatever, I just confessed. I was like, I left the bike. I got home though. Like, give me my whooping. We can go get it, but like it's donezo.
Yep.
Did you ever have friends that would borrow your stuff and wouldn't come back at a certain time? And so you had to have the walk of shame. And your parents asked, no, you had to make it back home. So I had a buddy needed to borrow my scooter. I let him borrow it. And I said, you got to be back so I can get home on time. Didn't get back. So I had to leave. My mom knew I didn't leave without that scooter. So she was like, where's your scooter at? And I'm like, oh, such and so got it. I swear she broke a glass while washing dishes because she looked at me and said, and why does he still have it?
Yep.
And so then I, again, stressed out at 9 because it's like, so you're mad still.
Yes.
Because I don't have it.
Yes.
And we're going to just wipe the fact that I'm home on time. We're just going to disregard that.
Yes.
Forget being home on time. Now it's why aren't you here without your scooter?
You know what? And it wasn't until I had kids that I understood what that meant, why they got so mad. And that was one thing, was that the kid wasn't looking at what that parent did to get that scooter.
Yeah.
And that's the part that always goes over our heads as kids, is we don't think about that until we actually switch roles. When we switch roles, we look at it and we go, oh, wow, this is crazy. Okay, that's what my dad meant. That's what he meant. But it's my dad was like, I was that kid that when you asked to borrow my bike or my scooter, that's when I started breaking down my calendar to you. That was me. I was that kid where you was like, hey, Sean, let me borrow you. I don't know, man. I got to be here on this time, and then tomorrow I got to be over. Like, I'll be telling you stuff that
you overstress the friend that they don't even want to borrow it no more.
Exactly. Because I know what I got to explain if I don't have it when I come home. So I tell people, I got to the point where some people just say, Sean, let me borrow you, and I just, you know what? No.
Yeah, sometimes it's easier to say no.
I'm not gonna go through why I have to say no, but I'm gonna just say no.
My reasoning would say, I always used to say, do you want to go deal with my mom? That was my answer. And most of the times my buddy be like, nah, you're right, I'll just walk. It's like, yeah, you don't want to deal with Debbie. Debbie, she don't care who you are. Biological, non-biological, new on the block. That ass is gonna be hers.
And that's the thing though. Is that, like how you were saying, like, we were stressed out because we had curfews that we had to meet. We had things we had to meet. Everybody else ain't looking about what our schedules have to go to give me. Even your best friend ain't looking out for you. So it's like, if I got to be somewhere, I got to go somewhere. I'm sticking with what I have right now, and it's staying next to me because I know I can count on that.
Man, that's probably, you know what? At that age, we got really good at time management, because I did get good at timing stuff out. Like if he does borrow it, and if he don't get back in time, I can still go find him and go get it and still make it back in time. In your
scenario, you still have if he borrows it. See, that's not even in my scenario.
Yeah, there were certain friends that I trusted that I knew they was gonna bring it back because they didn't want to reap the repercussions.
My cousin. That like at 50-some years, it's been my cousin. He's still, you riding the bike in front of me. In front of me. I got to see where my bike is going. It's not, no.
Hey, I had a friend like that. He had a two house window.
Two house window. Yep. That's a real. That's some people don't know about the two house
driveway. Standing there. I look left. I should be able to still see you. And when you bust that U-turn.
Oh, when you about to get to that third mailbox, we got issues.
Yeah.
Yes. You can't get to more than 2 mailboxes away from me.
That's when the homie runs towards you and the bike is cut off and it's like, you sit down and back, bro. You broke protocol on this side. That's when you gotta give it up.
That's when people look outside their house because they see somebody in the car on a bike yelling at the person in front. Hey, wait up. That's where the word wait up came from. Wait up came from. You made it 3 mailboxes.
Dog, the 3 mailbox room was intense.
Yes.
Like I remember friends running after somebody like, you gotta get off. And it's like, bro, I still got my other hat. Bro, you went past the 3rd mailbox.
One mailbox means we need to hurry up. 2 mailboxes means that I'm lagging.
Yes.
3 mailboxes means that you don't think I'm part of your group right now. That's what that means. Yeah, you are
that's
out
the
of
disrespectful line.
You ain't trying to keep up. You ain't 3 mailboxes. Y'all know you don't want me to be a part of this now. Okay.
That's the disrespectful line. Dog,
once you hit 3 mailbox difference,
I forgot about the 2 house 3 mailbox rule. Dog, there was the 3 that 3 mailbox rule was deep.
Yeah.
By default. You ever had that friend that tried to negotiate it? So we talking this mailbox or that mailbox on that side?
I'm talking about the one with the flag up.
Yeah, it's like, come on, bro.
The flag was always up because we always knew that they always had something to mail out.
Dog, the 3 mailbox rule. That is crazy. I almost forgot about that.
Especially if you borrowing somebody's stuff, man. Like you got
borrowing was intense back then.
Stay with me.
Yeah, you got to be in my eyesight.
You have to.
Did you ever swap where it was for what would you call that? Like insurance purposes?
You know, I did, but what was messed up was like my big wheel. If I had a big wheel, it was like I
never let nobody touch my big wheel.
But you know how I take care of my truck.
Yes.
I've done that with every single thing I've had, from my bikes to my skateboards to anything I had. My stuff was
same.
My stuff stayed clean. So when you ask me if I asked for insurance, when somebody would give me, I know this is gonna sound bad as hell. When somebody would come to me and be like, Sean, if you let me borrow your bike, I'll let you borrow my bike. And then they bring their bike, and that bike I'm like, your bike is garbage. Like, look at this. Look, you got oil all up over here on the chain guard. You got this on here. You gonna leave this for insurance and take this with you?
Yeah.
Nah, it ain't happening.
They ain't gonna want that bike back.
Nope.
If you was like, yo, Twitty, so that rusty bike you gave me, it kind of broke. It's like, oh, that's fine. I'll just keep yours. It's like, bro, that's a terrible trade.
That's one of the reasons why I like Pawn Stars. That's one of my favorite shows. It's because they be negotiating like, nah, man, if you bring me something, I better be able to make something on this.
Yeah.
No, if I don't get my bike back, I'm not mad.
Yeah. How you keep your truck, I could see how growing up you kept everything polished and cleaned. And
my OCD as a kid and my ADHD, everything.
Yeah. Trading sometimes was like, you know what? Let's just that's probably where the 3 mailbox room came in, is that somebody realized trading for insurance was not worth it.
Correct.
So it was like, I'm gonna just keep you in a box.
In a box. Yeah.
Like, I don't care what you do in the box.
Nope.
But just don't go outside that box with my piece of property.
Correct.
The 3 mailbox rule.
Yep.
That was crazy. So you had rollerblades. You had you said
no, I didn't have rollerblades. We had roller skates.
You had roller skates. There is a difference. If you don't know what it is, look it up. There is a difference.
Oh man, yeah. If you can't, look up the tennis shoe looking ones.
Oh, I had 1 pair of those, and I said immediately, I can't. So I saved up all my money to get actual rollerblades.
Oh man, we used to go to the roller skating ring. Man, that was the thing back in the 80s, man. The thing. 1985, I was 10 years old.
I don't know if I can still roller. I used to be good at rollerblades.
I was good at roller skating. I was good at
I could go backwards. I could hit the corner. I can
go forward. I can go, and I can't ice skate. I've tried.
They used to say that ice skating and rollerblading should kind of fall in line together. Man, I don't believe it. It's BS.
They stick to the grounds different.
They do. You gotta blow them out more.
Yeah, rollerblades, they can grab that asphalt a lot better than that. I don't know. Maybe there's probably somebody that ice skates that's gonna argue.
Tell us, or you know what? Give us a lesson. I'd be down to learn. Let me know. Get in the DMs. I want to learn. Say what?
Should we make that a vlog?
We should.
Is there a place to ice skating out here?
It's gonna be embarrassing. I'm gonna be that guy that's just all up along the sides. You ain't gonna catch me. Hey. I'm gonna have one hand.
I already got the right side of bruised ribs, so maybe I should get the left too.
Well, how about we wait till How about we wait to the left side, to the right side,
to the right, heel up. Yeah, because I'm gonna fall. I already know it. I already know it. I'm gonna fall.
I got one bruised side because of the speaker and one bruised side because of ice skating for a vlog. But we should do that. We should vlog about ice skating.
Hey, Sean, can you roller skate?
Yeah, I can do both. I played hockey.
Oh, that's
oh.
As a hockey player, did you learn to ice skate first, and then it was easier to rollerblade, or were you a rollerblader that turned into an ice skater?
You know what? Go ahead, Sean. Answer that real quick.
Let's see. I did lessons when I was like 3, ice skating. So I feel like I've always been.
You was that friend, huh? That one at the roller skating ring that just like did circles around.
Showed out
On like field trips.
You're just looking at everybody else with your hands in your pocket and you're like doing laps on
last one to get
ice.
his blades, last one to put them on slowly.
Yep.
Waited till everybody was about done, so he had the whole area to do his thing.
Then he just started figure eighting around everybody, just boop boop boop. Then
Especially
asking people, "What's the
trips.
matter? You guys don't know how to skate or what?" Like, yeah, okay, yeah, that's Sean.
Were you this person, Sean? Because I always noticed this guy at the roller rink. When you got on, were your first couple of moves were like intense and hard, and you did that quick skirt, and then just like tested out like one little area before you fully took off?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
every good skater did that.
Yeah.
You get on the ice or you got on the roller rink and you just stayed in one little area and people are like, look at him, he can't do nothing. And then when they took off, they were just gone. Like immediately backwards. Rolling through everybody, waving in the middle, zigzagging, hopping off the rink, hopping back on the rink. Yeah. You was that guy. You was that guy.
That's the guy I throw popcorn at.
Yeah.
I hit that dude with popcorn every time he goes by me. I'm just looking at him like, you know what? We know you good. Okay, we all know you good.
And
Stop.
Sean used to have long hair. You was on your sunshine, weren't you? Flicking that hair in the wind.
Oh, I felt, It was
he was dangerous. Yep. I wouldn't have liked Sean growing up because I couldn't do nothing.
I'd have hit you with popcorn.
I would have hit you with the popcorn.
What's crazy is you grew up in my neighborhood, so you grew up in the Bay. So like I probably would have crossed paths with you.
Probably.
Has anybody ever hit you with popcorn as a kid? Because it was probably me.
No.
Damn it.
The fact that he said
that kid. You know what I'm saying?
I took lessons.
Like, and when on the ice, you get on the ice, you trying to hold on to the wall, and you look up, there's this kid with his hands behind his back, just
the hands behind the back. What a flex.
Hey, Sean, what's up? What do you mean what's up?
Yeah, we do. I did lessons like at the.
He said since he was 3.
Yeah.
And you know what, though? Sean is naturally nice. People probably thought he was petty nice. Because he was so good. He was probably that person like, you want some help? But it's like, no, don't touch me. And it's like, he probably genuinely was trying to be nice. But it also ain't his fault that he can do that with no hands.
Sean, have these words ever came out of your mouth? Hey, Mom, I'm about to go rollerblade to my friend's house.
See, I wasn't big on roller, like.
But you never did that?
I'm sure I did at one point. Like, I've thought about that more recently. I've thought about recently getting a pair of rollerblades and like.
Here comes that midlife crisis.
Yeah. Just going down.
You know what it is, though? He going to do it. He going to be out in the street with no hands behind his back, just cruising, hitting the curve.
If I could do
That's all right, though, man. Hey, I still go down the street on my longboard, and I'm 50.
Yeah.
I bike to work. I like biking. And I have a regular bike. My bike does not have the assist on it. I got the 1x12 shifter, baby.
I think that's why I'm so stubborn. Is like I feel like if I stop moving, I'm just going
we grew up on like movement was. We had no choice.
There's so many people that just, man, Sean, you need to kick back. You need to relax. I'm like, I can't do that. Like, I can't do that. I think my retirement, when I actually retire, I'm still going to be working.
Oh, bro. Yeah, you are.
I can't just sit at the house and do nothing.
But that's how we grew up. There was 2 options. You either could be outside or you could be inside doing chores. You wasn't going to be sitting. You sat to eat, use the bathroom, and go to bed.
But that was only until I heard, what was it, Young and the Restless. When that song came on the television piano, God. That's how I knew I couldn't be nowhere inside the house. Nowhere in the house. This was my mom's time, my grandma's time. Yeah. Oh yeah. Outside now. Yeah, they don't want to hear me, see me, look at me, nothing. I better be outside.
Price is Right was another one.
Price is Right. Wheel of Fortune. Jeopardy. What was that one where you had to stop? No whammies, no whammies, no whammies, and boom. You had to stop it.
I can't remember
Press Your
that.
Luck. That's what it was called.
But yeah, it was Young and the Restless, and then As the World Turns.
As the World Turns.
All them
General
shows.
Hospital. All My Children.
You better be quiet, because you couldn't pause it back then.
No.
And
let her interrupt and miss a key phrase or a key sentence.
And the thing
because
too,
it's somebody's baby.
Yeah.
And they didn't hear that?
because they wasn't going to turn the volume up to overpower. You had to respect them being at volume 12.
Yes.
Oh, I remember those days. Get in the comments, please. Growing up, what was your form of transportation? Did you have all 5? I said everybody had 2 feet.
2 feet.
Were you a biker? If you did have the Razor, what color? Because there was only 2 colors. You either had the blue one or the red one.
Yeah.
That's also how I knew it was a Razor, because it was the base. Everything was silver, and it
Watch.
was either red or blue.
We're
in
going
the
to start
center.
hearing some stuff that we didn't even talk about. We're going to start hearing, like, what are them little hover
Oh gosh, the hoverboard or
the wheels that they stand on top
yeah,
of?
was it a hoverboard? Yeah, because you had to swivel the back foot.
Yeah, we're gonna see comments like that. We're gonna hear people talking about, well, I had a Segway. I took Segways to school. Like, watch, it's coming.
Somebody probably took a bus. They were like, buses were my way.
I had a bus pass in junior high. That's how I went to school.
That's the way of transportation. But yeah, get in the comments. What was your way of transportation? I got to know. I need to know, especially if you was my Razor scooters out there. I might go buy one. I might have to go buy me one. Just for old time's sake. I just want to see how durable they are nowadays. Because back then, them scooters also lasted. My scooter got ran over so many times. I hit the curb so many times.
Things was made out of steel.
Yeah, I loved her. My red handles sometimes were worn out, so I would just put duct tape over them. Oh,
sometimes I could take my kid's Razor scooter and I could put it behind my back tire when I lifted up the front so I could change the brakes and use it as a chalk block. Yeah, a little chalk block. It just worked because it was already folded in half.
See? Durable, reliable, and versatile.
It worked.
Hit the like, hit the subscribe. We're doing a full merch giveaway when we hit 15K. We're almost at 10K. Let's keep it going. Appreciate y'all. I'm Twitty. That's THC. Till next time.